Are you garbage?
I had a problem with authority. I think between 17 and 18, I got arrested 5 times.
What?
It was like a hot streak.
Here we go. All right.
Mostly for like underage drinking and stuff like that. And my mom at the time thought that those were the only 5 times I had underage drink. It was really bad luck.
She's like, Adam has the worst luck.
Yeah, it happened again.
This is busted at a party in high school.
Busted at a party, or I'm in a car with people who are drinking, or we're at a Phillies game and we get arrested. Or it was 5 times in 6 months, so it
You've
would
been
happen
arrested at a
again.
Phillies game?
We did. The state troopers were doing it. They were running up. They were dressing up undercover, and they would
At
pull
FDR.
up. Yeah, they would pull up in Phillies gear.
Yes.
And they'd get out. They'd be like, "Yo, go Phils," and they're like, "Yeah, all right." And they're like, the one dude, they rolled up on us, and they're like, "Yo," they're like, "Hey, go Phillies." We're like, yeah. Like, you got ID? We're like, yeah, fuck that. You know what I mean? Like,
Yes.
you fucking pussy, whatever. And he's like, no, I'm serious. Like training day style. Chain out.
Yes,
and, like,
exactly.
State troopers.
State
Yes,
troopers.
that's what they
It was
were.
Dollar Dog Night, too.
Yeah,
really,
it was Dollar Dog
really
Night.
jammed you
It
up.
was. They get you. It's like a stinger. It's bait car. They had fucking bait 40s out there. Some hurricanes that I fucking scooped up.
Dude,
it was entrapment.
They knew because a bunch of underage kids come in from the suburbs like, yo, it's Dollar Dog Night. Let's get a case of beers. We'll go in and eat 19 hot dogs and call it a
It's
night.
the best. It's the fucking
It
best.
was.
Shout out to
incredible
Dollar
night.
Dog Night at the link.
So you've been arrested at sporting events.
Yeah,
All right, that's
yeah.
definitely fucking up there.
That's a bad
Gang
one.
them. Yeah, a couple in a row.
But I
Yeah.
will say this: I used to love when the cops would come to a high school party and everybody would run.
The
Like,
scat,
I-
dude.
oh,
that
yes.
adrenaline of scatter.
Yes.
Dude, kids in the
Jumping
city
fences.
will never have that feeling.
Yeah.
That is the best suburban feeling ever. You're in some nice house. Nobody gives a fuck. The cops, it's like 3 cops. And what are they going to do? Fucking 20 kids bail out the screen door in the
One
back.
person's getting caught.
Yeah, it's the best.
Down the shore, it happened a couple
Oh.
times. We had to hop in the bay one time and wade up. We waded.
What?
We waded up to like the next house. So we like let the current take us to a house over as we're leaving. Or
You're
like
worried about Princeton and St. Joe's Prep? You're diving into the bay to fucking avoid the heat?
it was, and we also were like amateur.
Yeah, was
we
it
were, like,
low
locked-
tide?
Yeah, it was low tide. We were fine. We just walked down.
Got
But-
3 crabs, too. Fucking boiled them up.
They're serving them at Widener this weekend, dude. It's a buyback. But we would also like act like we knew our rights. The cops would come to the parties down the shore, and we would just like lock the doors and be like,
Yeah.
they can't come in. Like,
Oh.
they're like,
You
we
have a
know,
warrant.
like, yeah.
That was big. Well, it was when Jay-Z said you need a warrant to check the glove box of the trunk. Everybody
Right,
thought they
exactly.
were a lawyer
Yeah.
right away.
That's
Exactly.
a generational thing.
Yeah.
We were still at the point where the cops said anything, you listened to them.
Nah, we
Never
got
pulled that shit.
we got a little. We definitely thought that, and like if
Yeah.
a cop didn't have his lights on when you drove by him, he couldn't pull you over. That kind of shit.
God.
It was all these myths that no
Yeah.
one. Yeah.
That's what I did up here. I thought like I came to visit Fordham, and they were like, dude, if you drink like your beer out of a brown paper bag, like you should be fine. And I was like strolling through the subway with my beer in a brown paper bag, and the undercover came up to me and just ripped the bag and was like, you're under arrest. Fucking dumbass.
Yeah.
Like fucking.
Well, that with Philly people, it's just different, man.
Jesus
Dude,
Christ.
Philly's still a place you can smoke on the subway platform. Like last time I was home, it was like fucking 4 p.m. We were just smoking on the subway platform. No one says shit.
Yeah, they don't care.
It's literal. Philly's a fucking rough spot.
Man, they do not care at all.
Wait, I want to hear the Bay story. You're running from the cop. You
What
dive
shore
into the-
point?
Was
It
it,
was,
at
Where
night?
did you go growing up, by the way?
I didn't go to the shore growing up. We would go out to Chicago to hang out with my grandmom or whatever. But then in high school, we started going to. I went to Ocean City for a summer. We had like a little summer house, and then this party was in like Stone Harbor, I think, like up at the end of Avalon. Some
Yeah.
beautiful house.
Yeah,
Right.
big houses out there. A lot of cash
Yeah,
down
a lot
there.
of cash
Oprah
down
had
there.
that was a Philly scumbag fact of Stone Harbor. Oprah's got a house down there.
She does?
Yeah.
She did?
She did. She
I
sold
would have
it.
fucking. I only knew about like the Lay's guy, like
The
guy,
Utz. No, it's the Utz.
Yeah, like,
Yeah,
oh, that's the
come
Utz
on.
mansion.
Yo, the Utz
That's the
mansion.
pretzel mansion.
They got chip money.
Yo,
Dude owns Wawa's got a house down here.
my boy Bobby Buds would do double-decker tours in Chicago, and he
Of
would.
course he
and
What is
would.
this, the plot from the breakup? What are you talking about?
That was Vince Vaughn. You're talking about
Yeah,
Vince Vaughn.
talking about Vince Vaughn and that other wacko?
Yeah. And he would play a game with himself when he would get drunk on the tours, obviously, and then he would see how many places he could say Oprah owned before tourists would
that's
start
pretty
being
good.
like, what the fuck? This is the
Heard about
sixth
that?
fucking place you said Oprah.
Ah, that's pretty good.
Steve
man.
Harvey lives there and there and there.
Oh, man.
Shout out to Steve Harvey.
That would be a big selling point on me for a shore house. I don't care where it was.
Steve Harvey
It could be
lives there.
20 miles off the coast. And be like, hey, Steve Harvey lives here now.
I saw Steve Harvey hanging outside of Trump Tower in Chicago, like one time in 2015. I had to like fucking double take. It was like the most Chicago thing that.
Dude, yeah, he's just dude. The saddest thing was that hair was fake that whole time.
I couldn't believe it.
That was shocking.
Perfect.
That was jarring.
Because like dudes used to go be like, yo, give me the Steve Harvey lineup. You know what I mean?
Oh,
Like they
yeah.
want
Unattainable.
He had that unattainable fucking.
What about the mustache though? Is the mustache fake too? Because
that
they kind of
can't
match.
That adhesive would no way with
It's
that
all
stay.
perfect, though.
But it had the
was
same
always
sheen
clean.
though. It had the same glow
It was,
to it.
yeah,
though.
man. He's got a lot of cash to spend.
Yeah,
you know
I
what
don't know
mean?
what to believe. I don't know what to believe at the end of the day with Harvey.
Shout out to Harvey, man.
Yeah, shout out to Harvey.
You're in the Bay.
I was in the bay and I
Is
just
it
drifted
night?
down.
Is it night?
It was night. The fucking cops like
You're
rushed in from
crazy.
every angle.
Also, no Stone Harbor cops jumping in the water.
Oh no,
I would
They didn't
never.
even know. We just drifted down, fucking hopped out of the water, and fucking we're on our way.
Damn,
great.
that
I
is
think
like
I was
sealed-
Went to another party.
Yeah, I've
wet.
escaped the cops more than I've been arrested by the cops.
That's pretty good.
yeah,
He's in here. He's got
definitely.
the seaweed on him. Looking like SEAL Team 6 showed up.
I had the ghillie suit on. Coming out with the fucking.
Yo, who's got the cups?
Yeah, we got a red cup. Cost for $5.
Full scuba shit.
Yo, they
man.
got shots up in the bedroom if you want them.
On my belly, coming across the back.
He's
on.
flipping over the couch and shit.
Flippers all wet. Ah, that's beautiful.
I love it.
That's fucking great. That's
Yeah.
that's a childhood story. You can't fucking
Yeah, true
never
dirtbag
forget.
shit.
I
True
love that.
dirtbag shit. They would chase more in Stone Harbor. We ran from the cops one time. There's like a big field outside of there's a couple bars that are like face a field in Stone Harbor, and cops started chasing us through the field one time, and my buddy like kind of gave a little head fake to a cop, and it was like a movie. The cop fell into a soccer net, and got caught in it like a fish. He like shook the fucking cop, and the guy was just in a fucking soccer net. They wound up catching my friend.
That's a
though.
situation.
They got him though.
They arrested his ass later.
Yeah,
on, man.
and they don't like that shit.
they didn't
If
like
you
being
get in the
humiliated.
yeah,
Yeah,
you got to
yeah,
get away
yeah,
from
yeah.
that.
Yes, exactly.
We got so lucky. We almost gave ourselves up. We were like maybe 12 or 13. We were staying in Stone Harbor at like somebody's house, and we met these girls on like the playground at Stone Harbor. And we're like, oh, we're gonna meet here, fucking at like midnight tonight. We had to go through those Avalon dunes, and the beaches in Avalon. Just so people don't know, it's like Normandy. They're like fucking 200
Long-ass
yards
beaches.
long, man.
Yeah.
So we're running through the dunes. Girls never show up. We're walking back defeated at like fucking 2 o'clock in the morning because it was like at least a half an hour to get there. We're all sweaty. All of a sudden behind us, whoop, whoop, fucking hits the lights. We just
Man.
fucking take off through this neighborhood. And it was literally like he was doing like parallels. We were jumping over fences and fucking hiding and jumping over.
Tracking you on the next street.
And dude, it started to get real serious. Like all of a sudden there was like two of them. We could feel the spotlights. Like it felt like we were in fucking Boys in the Hood. And we were starting getting
Meanwhile,
real.
you're in Stone Harbor, New Jersey. The richest zip code on the East Coast.
Ricky!
They got Toby.
But I thought of myself like that. Like once I ran from the cops once, I was like, man, I have something to rap about now. Like I'm hardened.
I'm gonna give this rapping thing a try.
I was in like fucking Lacoste. And
Yeah,
I was
yeah.
like, I'm fucking hardened now.
Dude, we were
You got a Crustable waiting for you at home.
we were in Avalon one night at the Princeton. All right, that's the big bar down in Avalon, and I got in a fight, and we're all banged up. It was when vodka Red Bulls hit big that time. It was like vodka Red Bulls and
Yeah, you
shots of
guys
Jaeger
were like at a
bombs.
perfect age for that.
Yeah.
It was
Yes, I
Jaeger
remember that
bombs and
summer.
vodka Red Bulls. Like that
That
was
and
every
Seth
round.
Rogen. You guys couldn't get enough of it. Fucking
He
dorks.
enjoyed that, man. He really enjoyed his work.
He was an everyman hero. You know what I mean? So
Super bad,
we
man.
get in a fight. I get thrown out. Cops are like, they like receive me as I get tossed out. And we're like, we're leaving. You know what I mean? It was whatever. Shirts all ripped. I'm like, fucking, got punched in the mouth. I'm like, bloody. So we're walking home. It's me, my brother, and my buddy. And my buddy falls in a sinkhole as we're walking home. It's in the middle of the street. It was like a 1 foot by 1 foot, and he stepped in and like tore his meniscus. He had to get surgery the next day. So he goes to he's like, I'm gonna file a report with the city because like he didn't have health insurance or something. So he's like, I'm gonna file a report with the city. They're gonna have to pay for this. It was a city road. So he goes,
Getting illegal.
I need a witness. So he's just like, you're going to have to come with me. I'm like, all right. I was so banged up the night before, I didn't really remember. I'm like, yeah, man, let's go. We walk into the fucking police station. Like, you're the guy who got thrown out of the bar like 3 hours ago. I'm like,
We know you.
yeah, they're like, dude, get out of here. I'm
We're
like,
here to file a claim.
yeah. It's pretty bad when I'm your star witness, dude. It ain't good.
Hey, my buddy fell in front of Oprah's house.
Is she here this weekend?